if you're really wanting to have the best opportunity in the world of catching a 10 plus, 12 plus pound bonefish, there's no place like Islamorada.
Got him.
Oh yeah, baby! Nice job, Tommy boy! Nice job, that's a big one. I'm gonna pull after him as fast as I can. Nice job, man.
Downtown, baby.
Downtown.
See why the real estate market in Islamorada is growing. Woo, doggy, look at that thing. Holy cow.
Take your time.
Yes! Look at that guy! That is a shark.
The biggest fish I've ever caught.
I'm gonna continue.
I got him, relax.
Oh my God!
K Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, with Captain Tom Rowland and Captain Rich Tudor.
All right, man. You got a full moon here, right on the big rising tide. You might be able to find a few of these big tailors up there.
This is, to me, this is like when you come down to Key West and you want to go permit fishing, you know, and I got the spot, right? Like, I'm going to take you to where the best permit fishing is anywhere around, right? But that's what this is. And you know what? We together have never fished this. I fished this next to you in a tournament. I fished this a lot by myself. But you and I have never come up to fish in this area, and this is what we call downtown Islamorada, man. This is the epicenter of all bone fishing. I mean, this is where the biggest ones are. It's like Spring Creek trout fishing, where you may see the biggest fish you've ever seen. You may not catch them, but they're here. They live here.
They're here. It's exciting because every fish I expect to be over 12 pounds.
Absolutely.
I like the conditions, overcast and a little breeze here. The fish, if we find them, they'll be nice and happy, and they should be tailing.
One of my favorite things to do, because it's like, I mean, we're both hunters, and it's a lot like that. I mean, there's a lot of preparation that goes into getting started, making sure you got the right rig. Then there's also different types of hunting. Like there's some hunting where you're gonna shoot a lot of things, like maybe dove hunting, or then there's the trophy deer hunting. And that's what it's like going up there.
That's absolutely right. That's the big bonefish, up there. I mean, here right around Duck Key, we can catch, lots of smaller bonefish. And there's a few bigger ones around here too, but if you're really wanting to have the best opportunity in the world of catching a 10 plus, 12 plus pound bonefish, there's no place like Islamorada.
And that's kind of the thing, is it's a 20-mile ride up there, and on the way we're passing these flats where we know we could catch 6, 7, we could catch multiple fish if we just stopped at any one of these flats. But no, today let's go up there and really do what we said we were going to do. Let's try to catch one that's really big. Maybe even a record. So I'm going to put you like a 3-aught. We got two of these left, or that one's an old one. I'm just going to put this in this split shot stuff in my pocket, just so in case that hook point rolls or something, yep. I can change my hook real quick and be ready to cast again, because you're only getting there's only one shot.
All right, I'll give you get a couple shots, then we'll just switch over. But I'm not gonna cast it all. I'm not even gonna rig up a rod, so we can. I'll just concentrate on getting the boat in position for you and getting the best shot possible downwind if we can.
I think that's the only way to go.
The tide's right, and let's make it happen. If we caught one, great. If we don't, we don't. And when I take customers up there, they've got to have, if they're wanting to do that, they've got to have that attitude. They got to understand that the odds are that we're going to go up there and fish all day, and we might not catch one.
And it's not at that point. It's fishing. It's not catching. It's the hunt. It's not the kill. It's about the whole experience rather than the end result. And on a good day, you're going to have a good end result. And the end result is you're going to be catching one of the biggest bonefish you've ever caught in your life. Even if you're an avid bone fisherman, you've traveled all over the place, if you catch one up there, it's likely going to be 12 plus, 14 plus pounds. And that is, I put that up against anywhere in the world.
All right, there's looks like a fish tailing up there about 1 o'clock, and he just tipped up right on the edge of that slip. Keep watching.
Hot dog, baby.
Nice job. That's a giant fish, Tom. Giant fish.
The Hawks Cay Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Hawks Cay Resort Marina and Villas. Surround yourself with what matters most. By Yellowfin, only in a Yellowfin. By Mercury, #1 on the water. By Bass Pro Shops, your adventure starts here. By Quantum Rods and Reels, fishing at a quantum level. And by Under Armour, Yeti Coolers, Marine Formula Stable, and by Power Pole.
You know, a lot of the records have come from the Bahamas, in certain places in the Bahamas, but you know, that's a little area, that Islamorada, downtown Islamorada is what we call it.
Yeah, that's the thing, you're talking about not just Islamorada, but I mean, we're talking about that downtown area, which, you know, when I refer to that, I'm really referring to kind of from bridge to bridge almost.
Right. Pretty much any place where you could see Worldwide Sportsman, right? I mean, if you can see Worldwide Sportsman, that's probably downtown Islamorada.
You're right.
You know, and from Worldwide Sportsman, any flat that you can see out there could hold a potential world record fish. And it's a small area. We talked about it even that day of why is it that these fish are here in such numbers. You know, when you see a school, there's not one giant outsized fish in there. They're all huge, and you don't even, it doesn't even compute sometimes that everyone in that school could be 14 pounds or 14, 15, 16 pounds, and maybe a lot of times you're catching the smallest one and it's 14 pounds.
That way. Is that them?
Pretty sure that was them.
Yeah, that's them. Well, I'm a firm believer that it's not at all where, it's when. And every single flat, both here at Ducky or down there at Islamorada, every single flat has bonefish on them. You know, it's just a matter of when. And where you ended up hooking that big fish, that's the spot that every fish I've ever caught there has been over 14 pounds.
I'm gonna catch him right here. He's on it.
Got him. Oh yeah, baby! Nice job, Tommy boy! Nice job, that's a big one. I'm gonna pull after him as fast as I can. Nice job, keep him off those shoots, keep him off those shoots. Real important. If you think he gets on one, you can lighten the drag too. Nice job, man. Downtown, baby! Downtown. There's the Whale Harbor Bridge.
A lot of shoots. A lot of shoots.
Which way, which side of that chute?
He's to the right-hand side.
And that fish shot across that flat, man. I was so excited because I knew that had to be a giant hog. I mean,
absolutely.
And I was pulling that boat as fast as I could pull because I could see him running right up there, getting around mangrove shoots, back around another mangrove shoot, going for the channel. And I knew I had to get us up through those shoots and around the corner to have any chance at all.
You think he's over the edge?
No, he's not over the edge. He's still on the flat.
Keep tension, really.
I actually feel like I'm really close to him.
He's get over those shoots. You know where he's at yet?
He's on the chute.
Loosen it up. It'll loose. Yeah. Nice.
Wait, hold on, don't run
Pull it out of the
over.
ground if you have to. You want fish?
Got him.
Beautiful, nice job.
And you know, you did a great job, kept that rod real high to keep him off the chutes, and then back the drag off when he did get on the chutes so the line wouldn't break.
Uh-oh, wait,
He's right here?
Chute. Another chute.
Loosen up on the drag.
We did everything right. We worked together as a team. You moved the boat where it needed to be. I was doing what I needed to do. It gets around mangrove shoots, and in order to reach down and untangle it, then it got tangled around the rod tip, and I get that undone. And we overcame a ton of obstacles that could have potentially lost that fish, and you know, in the channel, and I'm thinking, you know, unless it gets eaten by a shark, pretty much got him.
You clear?
Yeah.
Nice job. On fish still?
Yep. Big shark right here.
That was a ray. It's definitely a ray. All right, now keep him up off that bottom so he doesn't get on a coral head. All right, we're in the channel. I'm gonna go on the motor and get up on top of him.
And once we were in that channel, man, I knew we were, you know, home free. We'd gotten away from the obstacles and just easing up to them. I could see that big sucker. When I first saw that thing down there, I was like, oh boy, this is a giant. I could see the girth, the length. I mean, it was just a giant fish.
Hot dog, baby!
Nice job. That's a giant fish, Tom. Giant fish.
I can tell, man. It sounds like you did 100 burpees.
And I hadn't seen a big fish like that in a long time. I was really excited. I know you were.
Yeah, I know. I could tell you were breathing heavy. That's when I started thinking maybe this is a bigger fish than I thought it was. You know, you were breathing like. I was like, wow, man, this must be a big one.
Where are we going? He's right here.
Coming close. He's right under our motor. Oh God.
It's all right, man. That was a giant fish. That's a good job. Just pull the hook. After all that, just pull the hook.
Man, I got so mad right there. I really got mad because it's a fish of a lifetime. It's really, that could have been the biggest bonefish I ever catch in my entire life. And to have it within 5 or 6 feet from me, you know, a lot of people would be happy to get it that close, and I was too, but it was just, I just wanted to hold that thing in my hands. I just wanted to see, you know, what a 14, 15, 16 pound, who knows how big that thing could be. In downtown Islamorada, they could be any size. And that one was a big one. I saw it in the channel. It's a really, really big fish. But you know what? You just gotta overcome that and say, you know what? It's a beautiful day. I've got a lot of good opportunities at Bonefish, and you know, most days I never even get to see a bonefish that big. And you know, kind of turn it around and put a positive spin on it, and then, you know, the next one, maybe it'll be a different result.
After we had the heartbreaking loss there, you know, we just poked around, and the issue was that day is the water got too high in the middle of the day. And with that overcast sky and the storms around, you know, it was just a challenge to find the right condition. But finally, as that water started to fall out later in the day, you know, I knew eventually we were going to, you know, get more tailing water. And that's exactly what happened. We got up on Shell Key, which is, you know, kind of the spot where there's probably more big bonefish than anywhere else.
It's gonna be perfect. Put your tip low.
I'm gonna get bit. I'm in. Totally in. Oh, he turned on my crab.
Get your other rod. They're up there, see it? Try your other rod.
Can't believe you didn't eat that. Thought I was right in front of him.
A little bit more. Give some fresh juice. They're setting them right back down. All of them are happy again.
Just easy, easy, easy. I'm gonna put a fresh crab.
I remember, you know, as they kind of regrouped there, you ran back, got a smaller crab, put in a little smaller crab on, cracked him, and just, you know, again, just made a perfect cast right over the top of that school. You could see all those big tails popping up. Knew they were big fish.
Nice job, Tommy boy, nice job!
Bam, roasted.
Nice job, Shelton, baby. Let's go after him, come on. Go to the channel. Come on, baby, go to the channel. It's gonna be a big one, nice cast, Tom. All right, if you think you're off the chute, you can give him a little attention. And then when he drops in that channel, we gotta go a little looser too.
Man, I've always wanted to do this with you.
Awesome, man.
On this flat, man. This is awesome.
Nice cast.
And just, that fish is just taking off every which way. I get the rod up as high as I can, and then I'm standing on that cooler, which is another great reason to be standing up high, because you're getting now even another 24 inches or more elevation. So that rod tip is way up in the air now. And there wasn't really a whole lot of obstacles on that flat, you know, in that particular position. He goes right into the channel, which is exactly where we wanted him to. If he doesn't get eaten by a shark, probably got him. I love it.
Nice job. All right, I'm going to the trolling motor.
He's up high in this channel. Get him into the channel where I think I'm home free. And on that one, I was just like, you know what? We need a net. We need it quick and make it the long handle, and let's get this guy. Stay away from there, buddy. Stay away from there.
Don't worry.
Okay, I just flipped him over. He's gonna come in like a popsicle.
It's a big bonefish.
All right, just don't get too close to him. I'm pulling him off here. Look at those other two up there. Look at those other two right there.
I know. Let's catch this one.
Two big ones right there. God, I love shell key.
This is awesome, man.
See why the real estate market in Islamorada is growing. Woo, doggy,
That's a
look at
big
that
one.
thing. Holy cow.
Take your time.
Sure enough, man, I see that fish go by the boat. Oh, my heart started just going like crazy. And it was just boom, 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 boom. Here he is, man. Here he is.
Yeah, baby! Big old chunky bonefish.
Look at that guy,
That
man.
is awesome.
Whee!
Awesome.
Sweet. Look at that crab
Wow.
chunk in his mouth. How big is that?
That's a big fish, Tom.
Is it?
It's got to be 12, 14
There
pounds.
you
He's
have it,
huge.
man.
He's huge. I don't know. He's just giant. That is an absolute monster.
Oh! Like holding one of the kids.
Look at that thing.
Get the
That
net
is
off his
awesome.
hook.
That is awesome.
Oh! Yeah! Look at him! That's so awesome!
That is a giant,
You
giant,
get to see these things all the time,
giant fish.
man.
Man, I haven't seen one like that lately.
Now I know what you feel like when you go to Key West and we catch all those permit, man. That is a whopper.
And we had to work for him, man.
That is a whopper.
Break that giant one off, catch this
I'm
big
gonna
one.
get him back in the water here. Get the hook out of him. Felt like I had won a sporting event or something. I mean, it was awesome, man. And just for a day of fishing, you know, I mean, I don't know what other sport I've ever been in where you can go from the bottom of the bottom to the highest of the high. And that's what those fish do to you, and that's why they're addicting. That's why people just will do anything to catch a bonefish.
Addicting is a good word. Talk about a super species of fish, huh?
Yeah.
Look at that thing.
Woo!
Nice job, buddy.
Oh, I can't believe it. I
Nice
wanted to
job.
do that with you so long.
We've been talking about it.
There he goes. Sweet!
That was awesome, man.
That
Talk
was-
about working for it, too.
I can't believe it, man. That was just fantastic. That was so cool, man. We just had so many shots at them, and then I finally just let them. And my favorite permit shot is the same thing, is where I just let them. They were going away, and just right over their shoulder, and then just, bloop, you know, and you can just feel them just tap, tap, boom, and you got it.
That's awesome, man.
You got a little.
Those big ones you got to work for right before the
rain,
storm
man.
coming.
This is awesome.
Absolutely awesome.
I bought coolers all my life. Always the same thing happens. The lid gets cratered, they won't hold ice for very long, and I end up replacing them over and over and over again. When you're looking for a cooler for your flats fishing needs or offshore needs, what you're looking for is one that has a really hard, very much reinforced lid so that you can sit on it, stand on it, take any amount of punishment, and this lid's gonna stand up to it. Another great feature is the non-skid on top of the lid. I love to bring the cooler up on top of the deck and stand on it so I don't have to have a casting platform. So one cooler accomplishes more than one need. A good cooler is gonna have feet on the bottom that keep it from sliding around, really good hinges, and also it's gonna be able to hold ice certainly through the day and really for about 2 or 3 days. The Yeti accomplishes all of these things. This cooler is tough, man. It's actually roto-molded just like a kayak, and it's certified grizzly bear resistant. It's one thing to be grizzly bear resistant, but I know one thing, that I could leave this cooler with Rich Tudor, the guy that's the toughest on gear of anybody I've ever met. I could leave it with him for a year, and when I get back, it's gonna be just like I left it.
The Hawks Cay Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Yellowfin, only in a Yellowfin. By Quantum Rods and Reels, fishing at a quantum level. By Lowrance, we lead, we find, you win. By Guideline, optimum performance on and off the water. By Florida Keys and Key West, come as you are. And by Thumbdinger, Buff Headgear, Scott Fly Rods, Navionics, and Loadmaster.
In order to get good at that kind of fishing, and a lot of the permit fishing too, you got to be able to watch the cues. And we were able to watch a fish that day just tail and tail and tail while we're trying to get the boat in the right position. And their tails, it was just a great example of how you watch for little cues in that fish, because I mean, the tail's up and then the dorsal flexes down, and when that dorsal is down, and you can just see the fish is just totally relaxed. And he's looking in the grass and looking and looking and looking, and then bam! You know, everything comes up because he saw a shrimp jump out and he goes and bites that thing.
Okay, there he is, 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Mud inside of that chute,
Okay,
just inside of that chute. Oh, right on his head.
Ah, that was a terrible cast. That was truly a terrible
See
cast.
the body, he had mudded, and I could see.
I saw him, man.
You see the body, how it had lit up white? I guess that was the smoke coming out of his gills when he
I
when he
saw
mudded.
him. I just made a terrible cast. Oh well, you can't beat that, man. I tell you what, we've had an awesome we've had an awesome day. Any day I can catch a fish over 12 pounds.
Phenomenal day, man. Great job
If
on
you're
that big
complaining
fish.
about a day like today, you got a big problem. That's what I think.
There's only one place in the world where you can catch these big bonefish like this every day. That's Islamorada.
They gave us plenty of chances, didn't they?
Accommodations provided by Hawks Cay Resort Marina and Villas. Surround yourself with what matters most.